go on and pretend that this world won't ever end. We're all wild for you, dear as you. Give it to me right in the ear.
Hi there, my name is Matt Cole, the host and producer of Improv Podcast, and welcome. I'm so sorry to have missed you guys last month. Apologies, there's kind of a pandemic going on. But to make it up to you guys, I'm starting a new series where I will be releasing an episode of Improv every week that is a recording of my live streams that I've been doing recently through facebook.com/earprov/live. Every Friday at 8 p.m., I'm going to feature some old artists, new artists, all kinds of improvisers and comedians that are sure to make you laugh out loud during these really troubling times. So without further ado, here is the first in this series, a very fun short-form improv group. They're called Ham and Eggs. Enjoy. Hi there. Welcome to Improv Podcast and Facebook Live. My name is Matt Cole. I'm going to be your host for this evening, and we're going to have a fun time. I hope you're out there watching me. You're going to watch about 9 other improv comedians as well. They're from the group Ham and Eggs. I'm going to stall a little bit and let people get online. I know it takes about like 5 or 10 minutes for everybody to get their technology working. But we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. If you like Whose Line Is It Anyway, then you're going to love this show because it's styled after it. We're going to play a bunch of improv games based off your suggestions. I know there's a little bit of lag here and there, even in my camera right now. But when I ask for a suggestion, go ahead and type whatever the hell you want. So for instance, if I ask for suggestion of occupation, type it on in. We're also going to be asking for lines of dialogue and characters and relationships and all kinds of locations. I do want to let you in on, if you want to learn improv, everyone you see tonight is a student of the Push Comedy Theater in Norfolk, Virginia on Granby Street. Unfortunately, we're shut down right now. We usually have a show every month that's styled after Whose Lines Anyway called the Improv Riot, which I host. But once again, we're all sheltered at home, so we're trying to bring you the funny from our homes into yours. If you want to, please donate at paypal.me/Push Comedy Theater to help Push Comedy Theater stay in business. So when we open back up, we can have more of these funny shows. And so we can bring improv and sketch, stand-up comedy to the masses. Okay, I'm stalling. But you know what? I think I want to listen. I want you to meet our wonderful team for the night. They are called Ham and Eggs. So we can feel your energy from home. Give them a huge round of applause. Make your neighbors scream, "Shut the hell up." All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome your team. Here they come one by one. Welcome to the show, Sarah Kingsley.
Hey there.
There she is. Welcome to the show, Anna Wright. Oh, your mic's off. Welcome to the show, Tracy Swinarski.
We're your quarantine solution.
Welcome to the show, Robin Gayer. Oh, peekaboo.
Hey!
Welcome to the show, Forrest Deal.
Hey!
It's kind of a big deal.
Vampire Weekend will be up later.
Yeah, I hope so. And welcome to the show, Sam Wright. Oh, God, spreading germs. Welcome to the show, Kelly Vigilante.
This show is rated NC-7 quarantine.
Welcome to the show. Oh, let's see. I think we got everyone except for a special guest, Brian Garrity. Come on out, Brian.
Hey, the least special guest ever.
All right. It's so good to see you. I think I got everybody, right? Okay, good. All right, we're going to start off with our very first game. And once again, this is improv. If you've never seen improv before, Everything is live. We're coming to you straight from our homes with our poor lighting and our poor camera angles and such. Whatever, screw it. But listen, everything is made up on the spot, so we're going to take your suggestions. Oh, no, you can leave the blinds up for us.
Oh, there's a little, there's the shine.
No, don't worry about it for us. It looks great. It looks
I didn't
like
want it to be distracting.
Yeah, whatever. Okay, our first game is called World's Worst, and that's because I want you in the chat to type in suggestions of occupations. Because what's going to happen, any job, any occupation, what's going to happen here is I'm going to, let me get out my bell. This is the first time you've seen the bell. I hope you don't salivate to that sound. I hope you like that sound because I'm going to be ringing it a lot tonight. What's going to happen is I'm going to shout out the name of a job based off your suggestion. And then these guys are going to one at a time give you their best impression of the world's worst version of that occupation. So let me go ahead and look in the chat. Hopefully there's millions and millions of suggestions going on right now. Oh my God, there's actually people are actually watching this. I can't believe it. Yeah. I can't believe that. You guys must be really bored on a Friday night. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Jillian. Let's see you guys do your world's worst plumber.
I'm sorry, but I wear my pants really high.
I'm sorry. I thought you needed a clog.
That hole is so big, I lose my plunger in it.
I've heard that before.
Yeah, that's pretty much going to cost about $6,000.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like
Hello?
really smelly in there. Oh my God.
It's me, Mario.
Hello. I'm stuck.
I'm actually just a prostitute.
I'm going to need you to put a quarter in the slot.
No,
Hey.
I brought a
Hey.
snake. Let me just unzip my pants here.
Okay, no. All right, let's move on. We're moving on to world's worst door-to-door salesman.
Hello, door. Meet this other door.
Can I use your bathroom? I got to take a crap.
I'm supposed to be selling vacuums, but I was just wondering, can I borrow yours?
Have you ever considered a third door?
Hello, I'm from Amway.
No.
Are you familiar with essential oils?
All right, let's see. World's worst zookeeper.
Oh, I think I have COVID. I better take care of these tigers.
No, please don't. No.
Oh, I think I have AIDS. I better take care of these monkeys.
Okay. Wow, he's
Hey.
out. All right.
Anybody wants one? They're only $2,000. I'm selling them right here.
If that GD Carol Baskins wasn't in the picture, then, we'd have more people at this dang zoo.
You guys, I think I lost the red panda.
No.
Hey guys, I think these cages are way too big.
Yeah, hi. This is a free-range zoo, so some of the fighting is to be expected.
Did you guys see this bald eagle I shot this morning?
Hey, it's me, the snake handler. Let me just get it out.
Okay. Let's move on. Let's move on to Jungle Explorer.
Oh, damn it. I'm just a regular explorer.
I forgot my bug spray.
Hola, it's me, Dora.
I believe if we burn this jungle down, it'll be a lot easier to explore.
I don't know. I don't think that's a venomous one.
Excuse me, is this the bikini wax store?
Welcome to the jungle. We have fun and games.
Okay. Let's move on. Why not? Porn star. Let's see how PG we can get with porn star.
Hey, I'm just a plumber.
I will do whatever you want. My penis doesn't work.
There's too much nepotism in this porn company.
Okay, that's it. Okay, good. Once we get to incest, we got to end the game.
That was
job,
PG
Brian.
incest.
That should be the name of your next improv group. Okay, all right. That's fantastic. So thank you guys if you're just joining us. This lovely group of people is Ham and Eggs featuring Brian Garrity as a special guest. My name is Matt Cole. I'm going to be your host. Everything is made up on the spot. We're going to need your suggestions. And I want you to type in the chat right now suggestions of think of if you're writing in an advice column. Ask us for some advice, because what's going to happen here, we're going to play good, bad, and worst advice with Tracy, Kelly, and Sam. So everyone else is going to go ahead and hide their cameras for us. So go ahead in the chat, type whatever. If you need a question or advice on work stuff or how to handle COVID-19, or if you have anything, ask any question, because our three contestants or our three panelists here are very, very knowledgeable. All right, so let's see which three is it? Tracy, Kelly, and Sam. Is that who we're doing? Or Forrest, are you in this thing?
Oh.
Go away, Forrest. I don't want to see you blinding me with that full moon in the background. There we go. Okay.
Not bad.
All right. Let me go ahead and look at the chat here. Let's see. What kinds of questions do we have? Anybody see any questions out there?
How to stop excessive boob sweating.
That's a good one. All right. So let's say, Tracy, you're going to give us some good advice on it. Sam, you're going to give us some bad advice. And then Kelly, you're going to give us the worst advice that you could possibly imagine. And please, if you're out there, don't sue us. Don't even do the bad advice that Sam gives you. Definitely don't do the worst advice that Kelly gives us. All right. So excessive sweating. How do you prevent it or stop it? Let's see. Here's some good advice, Tracy.
Well, I had that same problem, and I found out because I had really massive boobs. So what I did is I got a boob reduction. That really helped cut down on the sweating. The other thing you could do is wear bras that will let your boobs breathe a lot. That will help also.
Okay. All right. Well, that's some very good advice. Please follow that, and you won't go down the bad road. Speaking of bad road, Sam, give us some bad advice for excessive sweating.
Sure. I think it's a pretty straightforward solution. What you need to do is stop wearing bras and shirts. Free boob it.
Okay. That is some bad advice. And please, if you're out there, don't follow that. Thank you, Sam. And now, Kelly, the worst advice you can think of for excessive sweating.
So what I do is I just take my bra off and I just stick them on top of a tiger, and the fur just takes in the sweat. And bonus, the tiger might just bite them off. No more problem.
Okay. We have a theme with tigers here now. I guess the whole Tiger King is seeping into our minds. All right. So let's see if we have another question out there. Okay. How do you properly cook risotto? That's from Mario. Thank you, Mario. That's a very neat question. How do you cook risotto or any sort of pasta or dish very well? Tracy, good advice, please.
Well, you want to cook it slowly over moderate temperature using the right amount of wine and mixture, and keep stirring it and stirring it. It takes time to make that perfect risotto.
Okay, great. And let's see, Sam, some bad advice for cooking.
Well, I understand that you want your pasta al dente. So what you do is you put it in the pot, you boil it, you take a couple of pieces out, and once they dente the wall, the pasta's ready.
Jesus Christ. No, that's bad. All right, we're going with puns already. Okay, all right. So Kelly, give us the worst advice you can think of.
So what I do, it's real simple. Go back to the source, abduct an Italian, chain them to your stove, hold a gun to their head, and watch them go.
Okay, that's not good. Anything involving guns is not good. And yeah, I'm sorry. I said pasta. It is a rice. I don't cook, so you don't want advice from me. All right, so let's see. Let's switch it up. Sam, why don't you give us some good advice? Kelly, bad advice, and Tracy, the worst advice you can think of. Let's see here. quarantine activities. All right. So what are some good, clean, safe, fun quarantine activities? Some good advice for us, please, Sam.
So I'm not going to mention the normal ones, such as Netflix. I would say puzzles, writing, creative exercises that maybe you just haven't had time for. Maybe a deep cleanse of the kitchen. Maybe some of those places you would want to stay away from. Then you can have a sense of accomplishment in the midst of quarantine. And that's amazing.
That is some good, safe, clean advice. Thank you so much, Sam. And now, Kelly, some bad advice for quarantine activities.
So when I go out to exercise, I walk around the neighborhood with my binoculars and spy on anybody who's got their blinds open.
No, don't do that. That's bad. And Tracy, the worst advice you can think of for quarantine activities.
Oh, do video porn. Everybody is bored and they need you need extra bank. So do video porn. Put it all over the place. You'll make bank on this.
Okay, please don't do that. You know what? I want to switch it up one more time. I have another good question coming from Ryan Jennings. How do I get my in-laws to like me? Let's go. Kelly, good advice. And then Tracy, bad advice. And then Sam, the worst advice you can think of. So getting your in-laws to like you. Kelly, let's give the audience out there some good advice for that.
Well, I think what you need to do is be kind to your spouse, and they'll see how well you treat them, and then that'll automatically lead them to love you.
Okay. Yeah, that's some good advice. Let's hear some bad advice, please, Tracy.
Just tell them they're morons and get over it.
Straight, simple, to the point. Okay, but that is some bad advice that will lead to strife. And let's hear, I can't wait for that. Let's hear the worst advice you can think of for getting your in-laws to like you, please, Sam.
Be yourself.
Okay, all right. Give it up for our panel. That is the worst advice. That never works. Thank you so much, Tracy, Sam, Kelly. Thank you all out there, the audience, for your suggestions. We're moving on to our next game. And our next game is called Back in My Day. And this is a game for everybody. So everybody's going to bring up their cameras here. And what's going to happen, if you could right now, in the chat, type whatever comes out of your brains. Give me suggestions for anything, basically any job, any characters, anything, any TV shows, any objects. Type whatever. One word suggestions. What's going to happen? Ham and eggs improv here. All these lovely improvisers are going to all of a sudden get really, really old. And they're going to tell you exactly what those objects or occupations were like back in their day when they were young. So hopefully I stalled long enough. I have, and we have a lot of suggestions. Thank you guys. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Back in my day, what were typewriters like? Thank you, Keys Wren. Typewriters.
In my day, we had typewriters.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Back in my day, typewriters was illegal.
Okay.
Back in my day, we didn't have typewriters. We had the Lord spoke the words right to us, and we wrote them down with a quill pen.
Quill.
Back in my day, we had calligraphy.
Back in my day, we had several types of writers, not just one typewriter.
Back in my day, we would chisel it on a rock.
Okay. All right. I think we exhausted that one. That's great. So let's move on to YouTube from Michael Yeager. Thank you, Michael. Back in my day, YouTube.
Back in my day, a YouTube was just a way to get off.
Back in my day, we didn't have YouTube. We went to our neighbor's house and watched them open their boxes.
Back in my day, YouTube was just going into McDonald's play place and shouting you with the person in the tube.
Back in my day, we didn't need YouTube. We could just say our racist thoughts out loud.
Back in my day, we didn't have the internet, so we just took videos and called it iTube because only I could watch it.
Back in my day, YouTube was Betamax.
Back in my day, we didn't have YouTube. We ran fast next to the cave wall to make an animation move.
Back in my day, YouTube was what you watched when you wanted to pretend you were paying attention to the show you'd pay to go see.
Okay. All right. Good job, guys. Let's move on to this is a good one. Jungle Gems. Jungle Gems.
Back in my day, a jungle gym was something you hurt yourself on.
Back in my day, the jungle gym was the guy you climbed over in school.
Back in my day, we didn't have jungle gyms. We just beat up the small kid for 40 minutes and then went back into math class.
You got a mean streak, Brian.
Back in my day, we didn't have jungle gyms. We just walked over all the bodies of the dead from the plague.
Back in my day, we did our bench presses in the jungle.
Back in my day,
the jungle gym was the gym we were used when we were in prison.
Back in my day, a jungle gym was just running from an Allosaurus.
Alrighty, let's move on. So let's see. Back in my day, let's see. I had a good one here. Oh, here's one. Apples. That's from Anna. Apple.
Back in my day, an apple was something that I ate because I saw a snake who told me to eat it.
Back in my day, we didn't have apples. We had PCs only.
All right, let's leave it there. Good job. Woo! Alrighty, our next game is going to be, let's see, Lines from a Chat with Sarah and Forrest. It's called Lines from a Chat because I'm going to tell you right now, because there's a little bit of lag. We need all your suggestions right now. Type in any line of dialogue. Any line of dialogue. If it helps, you can give maybe like the worst advice you've ever heard of, the worst greeting you've ever heard of, any line of dialogue. I want you to type it in the chat right now while I'm vamping. And once again, thank you guys so much for joining us. If you're just joining us, this is brought to you by earprov.com. Improv is my podcast where I feature performers and comedians from the Hampton Roads area once a month. And this is actually going to be on earprov.com, so you can check it out there. It's also live streamed. Well, you know that if you're watching right now. It's live streamed to Facebook. Everyone that you see in here is a student of the Push Comedy Theater. The Push Comedy Theater is located on Granby Street in beautiful Norfolk, Virginia. Did I say Granby Street? I feel like I said Granby Street. Don't streak down Granby Street.
I mean, you could right now. There's nobody out there.
That's a pandemic.
Oh, wait,
work.
you want an audience though if you're going to streak.
Yeah, do it after the show. That's the after party.
So right now, unfortunately, the Push Comedy Theater is shut down due to the shelter at home. And so we decided to bring the funny from our houses to yours. But the Push Comedy Theater does need your help. So if you could so very generously donate, you can go to paypal.me/Push Comedy Theater. Hopefully we can come back to the theater and do shows like this for a live audience, which has a better feel. If you've been there before, if you haven't been before, the Push Comedy Theater is a lovely 90-seat venue. There is a concession stand, which we endearingly, lovingly call the Wiener Hole because we sell hot dogs. Hope you're hungry. As well as beer, wine, snacks, all kinds of lovely junk food, which goes well with junk comedy like improv. All right, so I think I've vamped enough. Hopefully you guys have a lot of fun lines over there. Do they have a lot of lines for us, and Sarah? Do they have enough ammunition for you?
Yeah,
I see a lot in there.
But keep them coming. Keep them coming. I like this stream of consciousness that's just coming, rolling through.
Also, I forgot to mention this. So I will now, though. We also need a character's and relationship and location for these two people. So Forrest and Sarah aren't going to be Forrest and Sarah. They're going to be anybody based off of your suggestion. So any characters, they could be sisters, brothers, ex-lovers. You pick. Type that in the chat right now. We also need a cool location for them. So it can be Antarctica, the playground. Pick a location and type it in right now. Probably should have said that at the very beginning. What do you guys got? You got character location yet there?
Are you picking them or are we going to pick them?
I'll pick them. Let's see.
You pick that, and I got the chats.
Okay, let's see what they got here. 136 comments. Okay, let's go here.
I see swimsuit models on a cruise ship.
Thank you, Brian. That's Brian's my helper son. So your swimsuit models on a cruise ship. Thank you. Let's see this scene. Go for it.
Brittany, I love this cruise.
Well, good, because we've been stuck on it for 30 weeks because of this COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah, but I packed 30 swimsuits, so it's perfect.
You always look so good, and I just look so terrible.
No, you don't. It's, maybe you have to do something. Maybe you need to stop eating at the buffet.
Well, if I'm not going to eat at the buffet, then where am I going to eat? We're running out of things to eat on this ship. And it's easy for you. You eat whatever you want and you still look good. I'm over here showing off this tramp stamp on my lower back, and everybody can see Nicolas Cage body double.
Well, Nicolas Cage started out as a swimsuit model, so that's a good role model to have.
Yeah. I said before we got into swimsuit modeling, if there was one person's body that I wanted, it was Nicolas Cage. That guy is the epitome of health and fitness.
Hey, who put this chocolate in my pocket? Somebody's trying to make me fat, Brittany.
I did it. All right. We've been on this ship for 30 weeks, and I'm so jealous of your body, and I'm over here not even looking remotely like Nicolas Cage, and it's not fair. You are a spitting image of Nicolas Cage.
I am. And I have to tell you a secret. I'm Nicolas Cage's clone.
What?
Yes. And guess what else?
What?
We're going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
Is it on this ship?
It is. It's on this ship,
It's been here the whole time?
It's been here the whole time. So you've got to stop sabotaging my weight and my figure with chocolates about. And
I've got to come clean.
You have to help me find the Declaration of Independence, because without it, how will we stop COVID?
You're right. I knew that the whole time, and I didn't tell you, because I knew that the key to stopping COVID was in hidden ink on the back of the Declaration of Independence. I found it weeks ago, and I didn't tell you.
I heard that when we find hidden ink, that we rub dirt on
I found out what it said on the back. It said, "The toaster is in the microwave. I'm hungry." So I've spent several weeks trying to figure out how that relates to COVID-19, but I think I've got my theory.
What is it?
The toaster is in the microwave. All right, cryptic language in classic Nick Cage style. I was able to figure out. We've got to wrangle up every toaster on this ship, put it in the microwave, and the heat, because the president told us the heat is going to what kills COVID-19, and that's how we're going to kill this disease.
You double heat it with the toaster and the microwave. It's double heat.
Double heat, just like double Nick Cage. That's the power.
This is genius. We're going to save the day.
Well, let's not celebrate yet. There's a lot of people on this ship, and there's only 12 toasters.
Well, you know what? You know what our motto will be after we save the day? It will be...
Tell me.
Taco gelato on a stick. And you and I, we can eat all the tacos and all the gelatos and all the taco gelatos on a stick that we want, because we're going to have the cure and we're going to be skinny forever.
Well, that's easy for you to say. I'm over here looking like I've eaten so much that All I have to say is that when we finally get off this ship and you've eaten all the gelato and I've eaten all the gelato and we've cured COVID and we have this big press conference and they ask us, what was the secret besides the toaster? What kept you motivated the whole time? I'm going to say UV makes the world go round. Because really, if you take like every toaster and microwave, that's
So
like
much
the power of UV light.
So much UV light. Right in the Build-A-Bear factory.
Good job. Nicely done. That was fun. Thank you, guys. And thank you, the audience. If you notice, all of your suggestions were used. It was incredible. Forrest and Sarah, you are the best actors that I know. I mean, I'm not just saying that.
It was believable, huh?
And I love that you guys typed Nick Cage. He's my favorite actor. All right. So let's move
For
on.
you, man.
Thank you so much. Alrighty. So once again, if you're just joining us, this is Ham and Eggs Improv. They are an improv team from the Push Comedy Theater, and it's shut down right now, but we're bringing to you some of the funny. If you want to donate, go to paypal.me/Push Comedy Theater. Our next game is going to be New Choice. New Choice. Let's see, with Brian and Anna. All right, Brian and Anna. So this game is called New Choice. Right now, just because there's some lag, type in any relationship, any characters that you want Anna and Brian to be, as well as a location. And what's going to happen here is they're going to start a scene based off of your suggestion. And at any point in time, if I don't like the choice that they make within the scene, I'm going to ding my bell, say new choice, and they have to come up with a new choice on the spot and add that information into the scene. It's probably going to get crazier and crazier as the game goes along. How you feeling over there, Brian, by the way? You look good. Have you been working out?
Yeah, I worked out for like 3 weeks before the quarantine, and now I've let myself go for 8.
How about you, Anna? You look good. You even look better than Brian.
I've been lifting the 5-pounders. So
Okay, all right. Okay, I like this. This one's actually from one of the pushers, one of the owners of the Push Comedy Theater. Sean Devereaux says cross country truckers. So you guys are cross country truckers. And let's say you're video chatting on your cross country drive here. Let's see the scene. At any point, I'm gonna chime in and call new choice. Here we go. Go for it.
Oh, breaker 1 2. This is Rosco. Breaker 1 2. This is Rosco.
Rosco, I hear you loud and clear. This is Pete Coltrane. What you doing?
What up, Rosco? What up, Pete Coltrane? I'm getting confused. I've been on the road for 10 days. I'm in Nebraska.
New choice.
I'm in Des Moines.
New choice.
I'm at the Target 3/4 of a mile away from Mall of America.
Nice. I've been there before, man. They got some good stock of TP right now. So
new choice.
They got a good stock of paper towels right now.
New choice.
They got a lot of tampons.
I'm dropping off weed. Illegal weed.
New choice. New choice.
I'm dropping off H.
New choice.
I'm dropping off Old Testaments. Something they need desperately here in Minnesota.
Yeah. I think Minnesotans definitely need Old Testaments, especially during this time of COVID.
You got it right, Pete Coltrane. Listen here. We still meeting for breakfast at Hardee's in Iowa. We still camping out at Burning Man, even though it ain't happening this year.
Good choice.
Are we still recreating the mudslide from Woodstock 99, just the two of us next Thursday? And
Rosco, I mean, I've been waiting my whole damn life for this. I mean, mudslides are like the thing now, you know? I feel like you're one with nature.
New choice.
I feel like you're one with the sky.
New choice.
I feel like you're one with meth when you do the mudslides.
I got news for you, Pete Coltrane. You're going to be 2 with meth. Me plus you plus meth.
That's the true life right there. That's living.
I've missed you.
I miss you too, Rosco.
I've been cheating on you.
New choice.
I want to marry you at the bottom of the mudslide. I want a muddy priest waiting down there at the bottom holding the muddy Old Testament. And when we get to the bottom, I want to kiss the bride, mud and all.
That's why I love you, Rosco. You kiss me, mud and all. Mud and all.
New choice.
Dirt and all.
New choice.
When I'm really clean and all.
I got news for you, P. Coltrane. You got me reverse pregnant. I'm having your baby. So we're getting married to make it legal.
I think that's probably a good idea. I mean, I don't want to make a dishonest man out of you.
All right, yay, good job. That was great. Wow. Thank you. Wow, that was a blast. Thank you so much. And thank you, Sean, for the suggestion there. This has been really fun. Let's see. We played a lot of games tonight. We've had a lot of fun. We're on to our very last game. And this one, please, if you have any small children, we'll try to keep it relatively PG-13-ish. But this last game is called Sex With Me. And basically, whoa, Robin, you had an avalanche in there. So what's going to happen here is I need you guys right now in the chat, because there's a little bit of lag, write down any objects or anything, any one-word suggestions in the chat. And when I call out a suggestion, let's say a banana, one at a time, these improvisers are going to say, sex with me is like a banana because. So it's going to get a little raunchy, but, whatever. It's, like 10 p.m. on a Friday night? Whatever. All right. So once again, if you're just joining us, we are all performers and students from the Push Comedy Theater. It's shut down right now, but we're keeping the funny flowing. Please write in the suggestions, any words, any comments. While Sarah, we all watch Sarah drink. Go ahead, take a sip, Sarah.
Are we gonna have an after party on Zoom and put our 80/20 virtual backgrounds on?
Yes, we're all gonna have a virtual drink after this. I think that's a lovely idea. Usually the ritual after any shows at Push is we go to 80/20 Burger Bar in Norfolk. They have some really great burgers. I think they're closed at this hour. You can't get any burgers or anything like that, but they're great. They do takeout. All right, so let me check out. Let me see your suggestions. Do we have any suggestions? You guys see any up there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see sprinkler and blackberries.
Let's go with sprinkler then. All right, sex with me is like a sprinkler. Let's see it.
Sex with me is like a sprinkler. It's going to get all over the place.
Sex with me is like a sprinkler. There's a city ordinance about how long you can do it.
Sex with me is like a sprinkler. It's going to be like...
Sex with me is like a sprinkler. You're going to get a little bit a lot of times.
Sex with me is like a sprinkler. It goes all over early in the morning.
Sex with me is like...
Oh, go ahead, Kelly.
Sex with me is like a sprinkler. Kids love to run around it on a hot summer's day.
Okay, no.
Sex with me is like a sprinkler. You're going to get a little bit wet, but not as wet as you want to get.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Thank you for that. Hungry hippos. Thank you, Jillian. Hungry hippos.
Sex with me is like hungry hippos. You're going to bite at it and bite at it and bite at it, but you're just not going to get it.
Okay.
Sex with me is like hungry hippos. Fun for the whole family.
Sex with me is like hungry hippos. You were going to be amazed at how many balls I can get into my mouth.
Sex with me is like hungry hippos.
Sex with me is like hungry hippos. It's good you have a long neck.
Sex with me is like hungry hippos. I'm not really sure. I don't think there's a winner.
All right, Cracker Barrel, Brian Gary's favorite restaurant. Cracker Barrel.
Sex with me is like Cracker Barrel. You got to put the pegs in the right hole.
Sex with me is like Cracker Barrel. We're selling gifts up front.
Sex with me is like Cracker Barrel. It's cheap and it's old-fashioned.
Sex with me is like Cracker Barrel. The service is for shit.
Sex with me is like Cracker Barrel. We'll have a lot of old people around us.
Okay.
Sex with me is like Cracker Barrel. There's a 30-minute wait and the payoff isn't there.
Sex with me is like Cracker Barrel. I expect you to serve me breakfast.
Sex with me is like Cracker Barrel. We're gonna rock on the front porch.
Props. I love it.
Sex with me is like Cracker Barrel. You got to butter them biscuits.
Okay.
Sex with me is like Cracker Barrel. You can get everything in the gift shop.
All right, let's move on. Let's have a little fun because we're all sheltered at home right now. Let's go with sex with me is like the coronavirus, COVID-19.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus. I get around you.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus, exponential growth.
Sex with me is like a coronavirus. You're going to catch a communicable disease.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus because I'm going to keep you locked in your house.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus. I'm trying to flatten this curve.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus. Everyone's wearing masks.
Sex with me is like a coronavirus. Coronavirus, you'll be harder breathing when we're done.
Oh no!
Sex with me is like the coronavirus.
It's lasted way too long, and people just have other things to do.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus. Nobody wants it anymore.
No.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus. When we're done with it, you're going to want to drink disinfectant and just kind of rub down a little bit.
Sex with me is like coronavirus. It's not hard to get from me.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus. Too soon.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus. All I want to do is a zoom, 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 and a boom, boom.
Oh.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus. Everybody's heard about me.
Sex with me is like the coronavirus. You're going to end up with a dry cough.
Okay. Let's go with taser. Taser.
Sex with me is like a taser. It's lethal with people with heart abnormalities.
Sex with me is like a taser. Shocking.
Sex with me is like a taser. It's high voltage.
Sex with me is like a taser. It's going to be very intense, but only for a few seconds.
All right. Thank you, guys. Give it up for Ham and Eggs Improv and Brian Garrity. Thank you guys so much. I'm going to start some music right now. Thank you, audience at home. Thank you for all of your lovely suggestions. That's it. If you like the show and you want to see it again, send us a message. Please donate to the Push Comedy Theater. You can go to paypal.me/Push Comedy Theater. And hopefully we'll be back on the stage at some point. Stay safe, stay sane. Thank you, Ham and Eggs Improv. They are Anna, Forrest, Robin, Sarah, Tracy, Kelly, and Sam. And thank you, Brian Garrity. He is my host on the Sexperts podcast. We have a whole bunch of podcasts, so check out that as well. Once again, thank you so much to the Push Comedy Theater. We are all students. If you want to learn improv, go to pushcomedytheater.com and sign up for a class. We'll be back live in person soon enough. Alrighty, that's it. Thank you guys. Good night.